I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay?
All right, gang, look. I watched the documentary on Netflix called Crash about Mackenzie Shirilla. She in jail right now. Judge gave her 15 years to life. For some reason, I think that she deserve it. For some reason, I really feel like she guilty. Or she might be a maniac. She might not have no empathy. Just by the way she was carrying herself.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? I'm confused. Like, are you okay? Like, why can't I say that? Like, that has nothing to do with anything.
I said anything more. I know you're irritated. You need
nothing. There's nothing more.
Kenzie, I'm gonna hang up if you can't, because they're listening to everything. So
I
let's
don't care.
control ourselves.
They can listen to
Okay,
everything
I
I
know
say.
you're irritated.
In the documentary that I watched, which was Crash on Netflix. But I was also told by Mackenzie that there's another documentary style jump off. I think it's a documentary series thing where they might show different episodes, but on Hulu it's called Mean Girls Episode 2. So if y'all want to watch the whole thing about her, Mackenzie Shirilla, Mean Girls Episode 2, I got it written down here to make sure, on Hulu, that one I didn't watch. But Crash on Netflix, I watched that. And so this story got a lot of different twists and turns and different dynamics, right? How it goes. Mackenzie, well, the way they spun it in the beginning is they don't give you so much information in the beginning, right? In the documentary that I watched, they kind of just tell you to show you the crash, show them in love, show the relationship, talk to friends and people that was around. So you know how they kind of paint the picture that is something kind of strange going on, but they trying to throw you off from homegirl being the first thing you think of, I would say. But once they start getting into the shit, they start getting into the shit. So it's two young men end up dead. One of them is Mackenzie's boyfriend. The other one is Mackenzie's boyfriend's homeboy, but they all kind of friends. And Mackenzie, it was three of them in the car. Obviously, it's a crash. Ends up being the only person to survive after driving head on into raw, unadulterated brick and mortar. Can I say brick and mortar? I feel like brick and mortar go together. Brick and mortar, like the maniac that she actually turned out to be.
We'll get through it.
Either way, I'm not gonna be okay. But if I get fucked over and charged with murder, I will not be okay.
No, we'll just move on to the next fight. That's all.
How is it that's not gonna be for a year or so?
Well, you still might have to serve time anyway. It'll just be time served. Okay?
Oh my God! Look, Mom, I'm not worried about doing. I understand that I'm gonna have to do some time. I mean,
that's what I mean.
I'm not worried.
Now you can already see her mindset. Two people dead. All the evidence leading in one direction. She I ain't really trying. I ain't trying to know. The mom's like, yo, you might have to do a year at least or something. She yeah, nah, I'm down to. What do she think is enough time for what she I ain't gonna lie. I do 4 months. If they want to give me 4 months, if I gotta be in here 4 months for the two bodies, I'll do it. But if I gotta be in here, you know what? 6.5 months, I might do that. But if I gotta be in here a year, nah, that ain't gonna go too well, man. I ain't really trying. I'm good. And now she in jail, trying to send them pictures out on a cook-off. She trying to crash somebody else's life. This chick she might be truly diabolical. Okay, now these two motherfuckers had a serious toxic relationship. Now, I used to say I don't even think couples should be arguing, but okay, I think that I'm confused about arguments. I think yes, you should have disagreements, right? Arguments when it get toxic, that shit that's unnecessary and it's kind of no room for in relationships because eventually you break up. The crash happens, when it's to this degree, right? I'm talking about like when it's violence in your relationship, when you and her threatening each other, y'all threaten friends, y'all threaten family. I mean, y'all threatening to kill each other. Like, you kind of can't have weaponry around. And I mean any kind of weapon, not a knife, not a gun, not no brass knuckles. You better not never see nobody put a lock in a sock, no, nothing like that. Even a car becomes a weapon. I done heard about people doing so much wild stuff in cars, you know, in a relationship type shit, that yeah, a car is a weapon. And that's kind of what they getting at in this, is that she used the car as a weapon. Now, as the story spins and they start to get into her life, you get to meet her parents live on camera, right in the dock, and they just get to talk. And when they get to talking, it sounds as if they don't have no empathy, right? Or they just like aloof, like
subscribe.
It's kind of sad because you begin to see where she gets it from, like how she sounds in the phone call.
About that, like, don't tell me to stop talking about something, because I'm just gonna not stop talking about it ever. Never do that again. See, now this girl just about to get to talking to herself again. Like, man, she about to piss me off. Like, are you there, or am I gonna hang up the phone?
I'm here. No,
Okay,
I'm here.
okay. I will answer that when I talk.
Lunch?
I obviously would rather not. I feel like I shouldn't do any, but that's how this has to be in the situation. That's what makes the families happy. But murder, like,
No,
what the fuck?
hell
Like,
no.
that's just horrible. And
Nope. That's what I mean. So we're just gonna go fight, and guns ablazing.
And I'm so for real. You contact who I told you to contact, like that famous
I know.
person.
I'm on.
You
Yep.
have, yes, but like, be
And not only
dead ass
that, but the
serious.
other one too.
I don't know who the other one is, but yeah, you know, I don't know who that is. But also,
I
then,
do.
like, you can get a protest going and shit, like,
Yeah.
I'm dead ass serious, like a
Yeah,
whole
me
ass
too,
protest,
baby.
Like I'm dead ass serious, like a whole ass protest. Get me out of here. Because of course, let's be honest, we humans. Who want to take accountability for two bodies, even if you is responsible for them? I always tell people, one of the most fucked up things that can happen to you in your life is you allowed to live a spoiled, pampered, lying, ignorant existence.
So when you go to heaven, you gonna stop using drugs?
Go to you in penitentiary, man.
Because if the law ever get their hands on you, if the criminal justice system lay their paws upon you, you gonna carry that same energy right there. It's habitual for you now. So you gonna get up in there and you gonna say everything that makes you look guilty. Because you ain't used to being called on nothing. Heartless. She heartless. She in there living her best life with Letitia and Marie. Jesus. I ain't gonna lie neither, gang. It was late when I think it might have been 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when this doc got put on, right? And I couldn't go to sleep. I was up so in tuned and frustrated at Mackenzie for her lies and her conniving ways. They get to a part where he recording her trying to break it. Now this his crib. Cause these uppity kids, these ain't hood kids who parents ain't got good jobs. These uppity kids. So homie over here, he got his own place. By the way, she's 17, he like 22 something, right? It's just the whole thing is outrageous. Her parents don't care if she lived there or not, and they not kicking her out. They just let her do what she want to do, right? So they get to a part where he like, no, go home, Kizzy, go home. She like, what? Yo, you better open this door up right now. She called him a B-A, and like, you see how she talk, right? Open the door, but you put I'll break this. What? You better, I'll kick your door. I'm going to break everything. I'm going to tear your car up. Like this, right? No, people didn't know this. Ain't nobody really know that this was good. Ain't nobody knew really this side of Kenzie like this. But Kenzie turned up. And once you see how Kenzie operate, you like, oh, and this wasn't Kenzie's first time, allegedly, maneuvering like this with the car. I've heard a lot of people talk about stuff like that. You in the car with your girl, she get mad. I kill us all. Why? You ask me a question I ain't feel like answering, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Ain't even on here. Okay, let me say this. Like I was saying, it's a natural human instinct, right? Natural. I'm gonna say, by how much we see it, how often it happens, right? Where it's like taking accountability for something of this magnitude is just like going to be rare. But what she's doing is kind of, all right, let me lay out one of the things that she tried to say. She still blew trial, still got sentenced, but what she was saying was her moms came up with some old, like, I forgot the name of the disease or whatever she had that she might black out or whatever, but she ain't black out. Her foot didn't come off the pedal a little bit, and they had her on camera a couple times. Like, you know how they got a camera on this street, camera right here, camera coming up right here. They had her doing 90, 100 miles an hour down a curved road. Like this. So if you blacked out doing 90, 100 miles an hour down a curved road, you'd have been crashed. She was just gunning. Like they was just arguing. And one thing I didn't know is that, you know how planes crash and they're like, the black box so we can know what happened. Cars got this little black box thing too. So they was able to see the last 5 seconds of her just accelerating.
And I found the answer, the truth.
What's the truth?
The truth is he is the spirit of love.
And they also could see that the steering wheel was being turned.
And I found the answer, the truth.
What's the truth?
The truth is he is the spirit of love.
And that somebody took it and put it from drive to neutral. So homie and his man was fighting over this. They was fighting for their lives. And you gotta watch it. In the last camera angle, they show the car flying. Shh, boom! Sound like a bomb exploded. Now, remember we've been talking about her being the queen of apathy. So we just got this video, right? Also, let me add this.